Hello friends! In this video you'll see how heavy actors of the TV series The Jeffersons 1975-1985 changed. You'll know their real names and age. I will show you how they look then and what's with them now. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go! Louise Jefferson is Jessica's grandmother and was Jenny's mother-in-law. She's understanding, quite quick-witted, and doesn't like it when something is hidden from her. Has a benevolent nature, played by Isabel Sanford, who died in 2004 of natural causes. Florence Johnson works for the Jefferson family and performs housekeeping duties. She can act brashly, teasing her employer angrily, and is not one just to keep her mouth shut. Can be observant and stand up for another. The role is performed by Marla Gibbs. Tom Willis holds an executive position at Pelham Publishers. He is serious, can show concern for his loved ones, and tries to avoid conflict. Played by Franklin Cover, who passed away from pneumonia in 2016. Jenny Willis Jefferson, Belinda Talbert, is Alan's own sister and was romantically involved with Lionel. She is quite intelligent and not the type of person who will hold grudges all her life. Able to create sketches of clothes, has shoulder-length curly hair. Harry Bentley works as a translator and also lives next door to Jeffersons. He is not a conflict person, although sometimes he can behave strangely and can bother with his conversations. Played by Paul Benedict, who died of a cerebral hemorrhage in 2008. Lionel Jefferson was in a romantic relationship for a long time with Jenny Willis, from whom their only daughter was born. Sometimes he can behave a little arrogantly. He can be a little cunning and pretend when necessary. The role was performed by Damon Evans. Helen Willis is Tom's sweetheart and also on good terms with Louis. She's not a person of prejudice and is good-hearted. Helen good at household chores and also helps out as a volunteer. Played by Roxy Rocker, who died of breast cancer in 1995. Rolf Hart works at the Whittendale building where the Jefferson family lives and is busy opening doors and delivering packages to residents. He likes to get big tips for his work. Played by Ned Vertimer, who died of complications from a fall in 2013. Alan Willis is one of Helen's children, but looks more like his father. He behaves rather carelessly, he doesn't care much about education, and prefers to do what he thinks is right, even if his relative opposite. The role is performed by Jay Hammer. Jimmy is mostly a scammer, often cheating to get money, and can push pity when necessary. He also knows how to be persuasive, is quite dexterous, and is able to help a man. Jimmy wears a small mustache and a beard. The role is performed by Garrett Morris. Marcus Henderson, Ernest Harlan Jr., before working for Jefferson, led a life of crime and often resorted to theft, but was able to begin to change his life for the better. Sometimes could start making claims on others as a defense. Had a somewhat buffoon hairstyle. Hugo Mojoletski has been George's hired help for some time, keeping him safe. He doesn't have outstanding mental abilities, but he is tall and well-developed physically. Played by Erin Keyes, who passed away from complications of acromegaly in 2015. Charlie owns a bar where the Jeffersons often visit and has a good relationship with them. He knows the technology of making many drinks and also prefers to serve customers himself. Has a lean physique. Played by Danny Wells, who died in 2013 of cancer. George Jefferson is Lionel's biological father as well as Louis' spouse. He can act testy, pushy, and is extremely negative about racial mixing among African Americans. Wears a mustache. Played by Sherman Hemsley, who died of lung cancer in 2012. Carmen is just one of the housekeepers who work for Jefferson. She's quite good-natured, not mean-spirited, and not capable of deliberately depriving a man of his job. Can actively gesticulate with her hands under emotion. She was played by Rosanna Christensen. Leon Kanekula is one of Hawaii's residents. He is sociable, good at making conversation, and has a charming smile. Leon also likes to build large structures out of sand. He has shoulder-length hair, played by Al Harrington, who died of a stroke in 2021. Lionel Jefferson is George's only child. He doesn't take to heart everything he is told and is quite calm about many things, but he doesn't have infinite patience. Wore sideburns, played by Mike Evans, who passed away in 2006 from throat cancer. Mother Jefferson is closely related to George. Sometimes she can be snarky and arrogant, but she usually shows this attitude to her sister-in-law. She is often seen with massive earrings and beads. Played by Zara Cully, who died in 1978 of lung cancer. Burglar doesn't adhere to a law-abiding lifestyle and often robs people even if they are at home. He has a brash nature and has a fondness for jewelry. He has a short stature and likes to wear dark-colored clothing. Played by Philip Charles Mackenzie. Audrey Bloom, Eddie McClurg, is one of the passengers on the ocean ship that George was also on. She's a rather elegant woman who knows how to take care of herself as well as successfully combine jewelry with clothes so as not to burden her image with them. Captain Marshall Mayan, who ran the ocean-going entertainment ship on which the George traveled. At work, he goes exclusively in uniform and cap. He's good at pretending, played by Barry Ingham, who passed away in 2015 from a non-communicable disease. Andrew Derrick, like others, decided to take part in a detective cruise. He has a somewhat stern look and a slightly full build, in particular in the abdomen. Prefers to wear bow ties. Has a mustache, played by Bernard Fox, who died of heart failure in 2016. Rachel Lydia Nicole is part of the strays and trades in robberies. She can act quite cruelly, and even with her filing can harm a person. But she is not devoid of emotions and can show gratitude. Likes to wear denim clothes and also tie a bandage on her head. Max Steele is another member of the detective crews on the sea. He's able to pay attention to details and is able to interact in a team. Mac has a presentable appearance and a gray hair, played by Russell Johnson, who died in 2014 from kidney failure. Ken Tobin is quite a well-known personality who takes part in soap operas and is the object of Florence admiration. He has a good sense of himself in public, knows how to present himself, and often takes part in charity events. He was played by Kyle Williams. Moose, Bobby Herbert, interacted with George for a while. He wears a personalized uniform with a company patch and is used to clearly prescribing a list of work so that the customer can see the volumes completed. Moose has a short stature and an average figure. Chuck Foreman is a rather active man who can often behave enthusiastically. He likes to dress in rather motley shorts and wear a chain with a pendant around his neck. Chuck shows signs of baldness and has problems with his eyesight. He was played by Gino Conforti. William Barnes lives in Harlem and knows George. He is a tall man with a strong body who also wears a beard and mustache. William usually tucks his shirt into his pants and walks with his sleeves rolled up to his elbows. The role is performed by Al White. Helena Beltran is listed as an employee of the Frederick Hotel, where she serves as a manager. She behaves as politely as possible and is not devoid of concern and compassion. She likes to admire pictures of her family, wears gold jewelry, played by Liz Harris. Frank Miller was part of an alliance founded by Florence Johnston specifically for service personnel. He can behave somewhat modestly and respects other people's space. Frank has good posture and a toned body. The role is played by William Bogart. Jessica Jefferson, Ebony Smith, was born of the bond between Jenny and Lionel. She has a good ear and learned to play the piano. Jessica has a good relationship with her family and tries to listen to their requests. She is often seen with ponytails or pigtails. Leo works with Elena Beltran. He likes to speak out, state his claims, and when he talks to someone, he likes to put his hands on his belt. Leo wears a watch and a signet on his left hand, played by Philip Bruns, who died in 2012 of natural causes. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please share it on social networks, like it, and of course subscribe to the channel.